Fresh out of federal prison, and instead of rebuilding his life, he allegedly robbed the very man who made him a star.
It's a range of punishment, and it'll be in the province of the judge, whoever gets the case.
That's not just a mistake, that's self-destruction. Pooh Shiesty walked out of the feds in October 2025 with everything most people never get: a platinum career, a second chance at freedom, and even an opportunity to restart his life under supervision. But in less than 5 months, it all unraveled. And what makes this story even crazier? The evidence he allegedly left behind wasn't just sloppy, it was almost unbelievable. This wasn't some unknown street figure trying to make a name. This was a rapper who had already made it. A rapper backed by one of the biggest names in the industry. The same OG who gave him that shot, Gucci Mane. Born Trell Gante Williams Jr. on November 8, 1999 in Memphis, Tennessee, Shiesty came up in one of the rawest rap environments in America. Memphis rap has always been different. No filters, no industry polish, just pain, bass, and reality. And Shiesty fit that mold perfectly. By 2019, his track Hell Night with Big 30 started turning heads. The streets were already talking, but by mid-2020, the industry was listening. That's when Gucci Mane stepped in. And when Gucci calls, you answer. On June 19, 2020, Shiesty officially signed to 1017 Records, distributed by Atlantic. Shortly after, their collaboration Still Remember made it clear to the world, this wasn't just another signing, this was a mentor and protege situation. Gucci wasn't just building a label, he was building a movement. In Shiesty, he was supposed to be the face of it. Then came the explosion. In 2021, his mixtape Shiesty Season went platinum, and Back in Blood with Lil Durk, that record was everywhere. Radio, clubs, streets, TikTok, you couldn't escape it. Shiesty wasn't just hot, he was unstoppable. Gucci doubled down, putting him front and center in the new 1017 era. From the outside, everything looked perfect. The blueprint was working. Find raw talent, develop it, turn it into a star. Everybody wins. But behind the success, the streets were still pulling. And that's where everything started to crack. Because while the music industry was building him up, real life was slowly tearing it all back down. And then it went way too far. This wasn't just about a contract anymore. This turned into something personal, something disrespectful on the highest level. Because after forcing the paperwork, they didn't stop there. Pooh Shiesty and his crew allegedly started stripping Gucci Mane of everything: his wedding ring, his watch, his earrings, even the cash in his pockets. They ran him down like it was a random street robbery, not a business meeting, not a label dispute, a full-blown stick-up. And taking a man's wedding ring? That's not business, that's personal. Out in the control room, chaos took over. The rest of the crew pulled out weapons, handguns, AK-style pistols, AR-style firearms, and started going through everyone's belongings. Chains, Rolexes, wallets, everything got snatched. One victim was shoved onto a couch, another was choked from behind. At one point, things got so out of control that one co-defendant allegedly threatened to shoot someone for moving. And here's the part that says everything. Shiesty had to tell his own guy to calm down. That means this wasn't just a robbery anymore. This was seconds away from turning into a murder case. Then they fled. Multiple vehicles, no shots fired. But it didn't matter, because what they left behind was enough evidence to build a case 10 times over. The ankle monitor alone placed Shiesty at the exact location. His movements tracked the entire time. Cell phone records confirmed coordinated travel between all 9 defendants. License plate readers mapped out their routes. And it gets worse. One of the getaway vehicles rented under his own father's name. Surveillance cameras from everywhere picked it up. The studio, nearby offices, stores, even the hotel they stayed at. Every angle, every movement recorded. Fingerprints tied multiple suspects to the scene, and then came the moment that made this whole case go from serious to unbelievable. Just hours after the robbery, they started posting on social media, wearing the jewelry, showing off what appeared to be stolen Rolex watches, flexing the evidence to the entire world, including the FBI. This wasn't just sloppy, this was self-snitching at its absolute peak. And if that wasn't enough, one of the stolen bags had an air tag inside. The victims could literally track their property in real time. At that point, it was over.
But it could be from 0 all the way to life imprisonment.
Between the ankle monitor, phone records, surveillance footage, fingerprints, rental records, social media posts, and GPS tracking, they didn't just leave a trail, they left a highway.
Supersede indictment, man. This the indictment after our original indictment, so we got indicted twice. So they smacked us with more charges, nigga.
This wasn't a mystery, this was a checklist. For nearly 3 months, the case stayed sealed while the feds built everything piece by piece.
Thinking that shit would break us or make us conspiracy to possess firearms in front of the drug trafficking, violent crimes. The 3 other sided niggas you will ever see.
Every receipt, every frame of footage, every GPS ping. Then on April 2nd, 2026, they moved. Simultaneous raids across Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville.
Some wild horse who can go out on the prairie and just go, do whatever you want to other wild horses.
8 out of 9 defendants got picked up. Shiesty, his father, Big 30, and multiple others. 1 still on the run. The charge? Federal conspiracy to commit kidnapping. Not state time, not county time, federal time, where you serve 85% minimum. No shortcuts, no easy way out. And the Northern District of Texas, they don't play. This is a district known for strict judges and zero tolerance for this kind of case. Even criminal defense attorney Bruce Rivers has said it. These judges are not known for mercy.
No, you are a ward of the state. You still have to be where you're supposed to be. Otherwise, they can put you back in prison. Period. Hard stop. End of story.
But here's the part that really sealed Shiesty's situation. Catching a new federal case while still serving time on your previous one. That's one of the worst things you can do in the eyes of the court. Because to a judge, that says one thing. You didn't learn. You didn't change. Bond denied. Remanded into federal custody. No going home. No second chance. And the most tragic part of all? The contract he forced Gucci to sign at gunpoint means absolutely nothing. Legally, it's worthless. Contracts signed under duress are void, like they never existed. So after everything, the robbery, the charges, the arrests, he's still signed to 1017. He risked his entire life for a piece of paper that holds zero weight. And that's where the real lesson comes in. Because Rick Ross said it best, you don't fight contracts with violence, you fight them with lawyers, at the table, through the system. Every major artist who escaped a bad deal did it the same way. Not with guns, not with threats, with strategy, with patience, with business. Even Prince went to war with his label publicly, wrote slave on his face, fought for years, but he did it legally, and he won. Because this isn't the streets, this is business, and in business, muscle doesn't win. Paper does.
I heard about it from a bunch of people before it really got elevated to the status of being, sort of something that every rap fan knew about.
Then came the final blow. On April 10th, 2026, Gucci Mane responded with a track called Crash Dummy, and he didn't hold back. Tell the truth, you went out like a real crash dummy. One line, but it said everything. And just like that, the story flipped from a comeback to a cautionary tale. And that's what makes this whole situation hit even harder, because he had everything. Money, fame, fans, and something the system almost never gives back. A second chance. Now, Pooh Shiesty is staring down decades, possibly life in federal prison. His father, facing conspiracy charges for allegedly helping plan it. Big 30, his day one collaborator, looking at the same fate. And 8 other men, all caught up in a federal case because of one decision, one meeting that could have been a phone call to a lawyer. The case is expected to go to trial in 2026 or 2027, and when it does, everything comes out. Full surveillance footage, witness testimony, forensic evidence, every detail laid out in a federal courtroom. The defense will try to fight it, challenge identifications, question intent, argue coercion was exaggerated. But with the ankle monitor data, the social media posts, the AirTag tracking, fingerprints, and multiple camera angles, this case looks as airtight as they come.
It's actually a consecutive sentence. So whatever your other sentence is, they add 10 years onto it. Unbelievable. Oh my God, how dumb is this? How dumb are these f***ers? Yeah, I'm flexing. I mean, you're bragging about something you stole, not something you worked for. The first thing they did was put it on Snapchat and flexed on Snapchat. How dumb do you have to be?
Meanwhile, Gucci Mane is still standing, still running 1017, still holding the contract that was forced at gunpoint. Because legally, that contract never changed. It never broke. It never moved. And that's the irony of it all. The very thing he risked everything to escape, he's still locked into it.
I mean, I do feel like if it had no truth to it, that Gucci would have debunked it more forcefully.
Only now, he's not wearing an ankle monitor.
The victim overheard Williams talking on his cell phone with a probation or parole officer, stating that his caseworker had given him permission to be out for rec time. From what the victims could hear, Williams was informed that this was not the case, that he needed to return immediately. Williams Jr. agreed.
He's wearing a jumpsuit, sitting in a federal holding facility in Dallas, thinking about how fast it all went left. Because this wasn't about talent, it wasn't about opportunity, it wasn't even about the streets. This was about one thing.
This is felon in possession of a firearm. Okay, if it's a 924C, it's a 5-year mandatory minimum. But if it's used in connection with a crime, it's a 10-year mandatory minimum.
Ego. Thinking the rules don't apply to you. Thinking you can move street in a situation that's 100% business. Thinking muscle beats paperwork. But in the federal system,
a lot of what will guide what's called the sentencing guidelines will be the individual's previous criminal history, the fact that one of these individuals committed offense while on home confinement.
Paperwork always wins.
And just like that, a platinum career turned into a federal case. A second chance turned into a life sentence risk. A success story turned into a warning.
I don't like it for either side. You know what I'm talking about? Guwap most definitely didn't deserve that, and I don't want to see this for the little homie Pooh Shiesty, but this has got to be educated and understand. In business, you got to negotiate, my nigga. You got to negotiate it.
This isn't a movie. This isn't GTA. This is real life with real consequences. And the coldest part, nobody who hyped it up, nobody who said, "You good," nobody who stood behind that decision is going to be sitting next to him when that sentence gets read.
Pooh Shiesty did all that time in jail, in the feds. He around people that have unbelievable cases where it show how far the feds willing to go.
That's the part people don't talk about. But now you know. And if you thought this was crazy, you already know we've got more stories just like this. Tap one of the videos on your screen right now and stay locked in.